Freshman number 4, Mila Matson. Sophomore number 10, Macy Bystrick. Senior number 13, Lily Thiessen. Sophomore number 14, Kenna Nessler. Sophomore number 15, Riley Kerfman. Sophomore number 18, Kinsley Chaco. Junior number 19, Eliana Bellastracci. Junior number 22, Ashlyn Shamnaraj. And junior number 24, Katie Robert. Head coach for Andover is Mr. Kevin Law. His assistants are Brad Remington and Jeff Kerfman. Now your starters for the Rockets. At goalie, sophomore Ramey Croker. Junior number 3, Blythe Hackney. Freshman number 7, Brinley Liebel. Sophomore number 9, Avery Hodavy. Sophomore number 11, Briley Parker. Junior number 12, Chloe Spain. Senior number 13, Kaya Kelly. Senior number 14, Aubrey Moore. Senior number 16, Claire Crosby. Junior number 17, Nevaeh Salinas. And junior number 21, Brinley Fouts. The Rockets are coached by Mr. Shelby Caba. His assistant coaches are Jared Gover and Audrey Brumfield.
Welcome to Rocket Stadium for tonight's matchup of the Rose Hill Rockets versus the Andover Trojans girls varsity soccer. It's a rematch already this year, early in the year from last week, where these two faced off in the tournament. Ended the regulation time at a tie, and Andover went on to win in shootout and beat the Rockets 1-0 as a result. Teams are evenly matched. Andover a 5A school, Rose Hill a 4A school, but they are evenly matched, and we should have a good matchup for tonight. The junior varsity game that just took place ended in a tie also, so it'll be fun to see how they handle that tonight. Not too late to get here if you want to enjoy a live game tonight from some elite level soccer in the state of Kansas. Rockets seeking to get back to postseason play, and we are underway. Should be a much closer and tighter game than what you saw if you were here Tuesday night, where the Rockets dismantled the Winfield Vikings in a game that could have been over within 10 minutes, but Coach Caba decided, and probably wisely so, to let them get some playing time in and practice passing the ball around a little bit. Got all of his players in, I believe, the night. And so tonight should be a lot more competitive going into this game. Ramey Croker in the goal for the Rockets. And we will have a throw-in for the Andover early on the far side of the field. And the Rockets will get it and throw it in and try to get something established. So JV ended the game 1-1 against the Andover JV team, which speaks well of the JVs and how well they're playing together. And so here we go. It's our second of 6 home games this year, not including what we hope will happen in postseason. Hopefully we'll get to host one here. And so now Andover's going to throw in on the far side, so not really a clean start for either team. And we'll see what becomes of it. Andover in the white kits moving from right to left. Rockets in the red and black kits moving from left to right. Rockets definitely will have more of a defensive struggle than they had on Tuesday night, and they'll have to make up for that. So we'll see how we do. Andover clearing to their field to reset their offense a little bit, and here they come bringing it down. We'll have two 40-minute halves for you tonight, barring the blizzard that they're anticipating being here in a little bit. Here come the Rockets down onto the Andover side of the field for the first time tonight. We're about 3 minutes into the first half. And the Trojans will get a goal kick. Trojans clear it out. Rockets will try to get it at midfield. Get into a bit of a foot race. Trojans trying to set up a little bit of on offense. They do not have anybody too far forward. The Rockets are playing pretty far up to try to lure an offside. They're going to let that one go. Nice save by Ramey. Follow-up goal by Andover is also turned away by Ramey. Good job by our goalkeeper. Defense probably did not collapse as soon as it should have. Once they had fed the ball on ahead, it'd be a learning point for them to catch on later on. Corner kick for the Trojans. Defended well, and Ramey has got another one. So some nice plays by the sophomore to get us started. Avery was trying to feed a little bit further down for herself than what she got to. We know she's quick enough to recover from just about everything, so we'll see. Got Avery, Claire, and Kaya at the front line. And then Brindley Liebel at midfield. They're going to give the ball to Andover. A little bit of a better crowd tonight than what we had on Tuesday night. People getting back in the swing of things of spring sports. Of course, we have middle school and high school track, both practicing pretty hard every afternoon, and they have their meets coming up, which takes away a lot of our kids from being able to come see what's going on. But I believe quite a few of them made it out tonight. Middle school soccer also had some games going on tonight in Mulvane. Throw in for Rose Hill on the far side. Andover, similar to Rose Hill, they're going to play for possession and not just launch the ball down the field, hoping that something good happens out of it. So both teams will have to be on top of their game tonight. And having played each other one time already last week, they've got to know each other a little bit, so we'll see how they adapt to that. Rockets trying to squeeze it in along the sidelines, and Andover takes it and does go for a deep kick. And again, Ramey is there to stop it. Blythe clears it down, and Kaya just could not get to it, the speedster. And she gets knocked down. I think was hoping for a call, but is not going to get it. Pass on ahead. Andover gets it. It's not cleared it quite yet. Here come the Rockets, trying to make something of it. Brinley Liebel tries to get the pass over to Claire and just does not get it deep enough. Brinley Fouts is clearing the ball, gets perhaps tripped. They're going to give possession to Andover. So Andover with the throw in on the near side of the field. Neither team has really established themselves at all, but we are early on in the game. 32 minutes left in the first half. Pretty physical already going early on in the matchup. Throw in for the Rockets in front of the Andover bench. Andover with an attempted deep shot, no good. Goal kick for the Rockets. Be sure to check out the district webpage and Rocket Athletics. You can keep apprised of all the sporting events that are taking place, so you can support your Rockets. The Rocket kick. Be aware of all the sports that's going on. A little bit of a down week next week. Not too much going on as far as here in Rose Hill. But be aware of what's going on so you can support your local Rockets. And the crisp passing is not quite as crisp as it was the other night, but we have leveled up on the opponent, so that's to be expected. Be a corner kick for the Trojans. See if they go deep or shallow. Well, on with it. Looks like we're going to have a deep kick in front of the goal. Went for the header and could not get it. And that'll be a goal kick for the Rockets. Don't forget to stop by the concession stand if you happen to be listening to us while you're watching. There are walking tacos ready for you and ice cream. And your choice of cold, delicious pop. Ramey over to Briley, and Briley tries to send it further down, does not get there. And Andover with a shot on goal. And Ramey is working hard tonight. Clears out another one. Andover's getting a little aggressive with their deeper shots tonight, not waiting necessarily to get in front of the goal. And that'll get them a corner kick from the far side of the field. In the air to the middle. And kind of a junk goal that bounced in. I'm not sure who would get credit for it. But bounced off of the Trojans and into the goal. And Trojans are up 1-0. Goal
for Andover, number 18, Kinsley Chaco.
As my grandfather would say, if I scored on a billiard shot out of that, are you going to count that? Well, yes, sir, I am. So that puts the Trojans up 1-0 with 28 minutes left to go in the first half. And Andover's on the attack again. Rocket defense sends it back briefly, but into the arms of Andover, and Andover just gave us a goal kick. Rockets down 1-0. About a third of the way through the first half. And Andover is not shying away at all from attacking our defense. Nora Marshall on the throw in. Stakaya over to Avery. And I think Andover right now is just kind of consumed the middle of the field and is not giving any ground. And that might be where their advantage is right now. And Nora's got to move quickly to recover. Andover went for a prayer, did not get it. Good defense by Nora. Goal kick for the Rockets. A lot of talent on this team. I don't know that we've hit a rhythm tonight. Early on in the game, but they are down 1-0 to a fairly evenly matched opponent. So they'll have to kick it in here pretty quickly. Nevaeh Salinas at the middle. Kaya shoved to the ground, no call. Shove from behind. So, like I said, a fairly physical game going on so far. And I would say that's 2 times Kaya's been shoved down and has not gotten a call over it. So we'll see what that looks like later on in the game. Throwing for the Rockets. Nora's going to take it. Gets it to Blythe. Andover takes it. And the Andover player held on to it just a little bit too long. Right-footed kick. A nice kick, but Ramey's there again, and she is working hard tonight. She's had to really keep the Rockets in this game. A lot of shots on goal so far in this first half. Andover up 1-0. They get a corner kick on the far side of the field. They scored on their last corner kick on a deflection, which most corner kick goals are fairly ugly to begin with. So up in the air a little bit further away than previously. And kind of a rope-a-dope kick. And Ramey just could not get her hands on it. That puts the Rockets down by 2 now with 24 minutes left.
Goal for Andover
in the first half.
Kinsley Chaco.
So Rockets down by 2 have got to quickly recover here before this becomes a bigger problem than what it is. But Andover's threatening to score again here. And Rose Hill has not been able to threaten too much going down the field so far tonight. Andover has kept it on Rose Hill's side of the field a better part of the game already. And Rose Hill's not been able to spread the field to put their speedsters to work. Missed calls aside, Andover's pretty well handled their business tonight. Be a throw in for Andover on the near side. Now, this is most likely one of the more superior talents that Rose Hill is going to play this year. A lot of the 4A teams just do not match what Rose Hill is going to offer. So, at the end of the day, it's a good game for Rose Hill one way or another, but you would like to see them rise to the challenge a little bit. They seem to be struggling to put together a game plan that's working for them. It is early on in the game, but they're down 2-0. So we'll see what they can do to adapt. You throw in for Rose Hill on the far side. Avery quickly recovered. Ball's still in play. Andover crosses, and the Rockets defend it. So we'll have a throw in for Andover on the near side. And the senior is hustling, trying to make something happen. Kaya Kelly going
Now
after it.
For Andover, number 16, Blair Hollenbeck, and number 17, Avery Remington.
Here come the Rockets. On defense,
now playing for Rose Hill, number 38, Nora Marshall.
see what Ramey wants to do here to get this game going.
Now playing for Andover, number 11, Lindy Jessup, and number 21, Paxton Lowry.
Rockets with possession. Brindley moves
Now
up to
playing for
Blythe.
Rockets, number 19, Katie Leck.
And this would probably be the part of the game where the Rockets need to maybe try to dominate now. Is in the middle of the field and controlling possession where they're at. Because thus far, Andover has controlled quite a bit of the middle of the field. It'll be Andover throw-in. Ref didn't like something I could not tell from here. So we'll just take the ball. And the ref is whistling about something else. We have substitutions coming in. Player down for the Rockets. On her knee, I believe that's Brindley. Not Liebel. I believe that's Brindley Fouts. Has struggled with some injuries and some different athletic situations this year, so we'll see. Give her a break and see how she can do.
Number 15, Keely Mellinger, and number 32, Ellie Tiffany.
Ellie Tiffany and Keely are in the game now. So Coach Coppa trying to get something going, changing out a little bit of his lineup. And Rockets will take a kick on the far side. Throw in for Andover. Stolen by the Rockets. And taken back by Andover. Blythe breaks through. Tries to pass on ahead to Kaya or to Avery. Or no, excuse me, that's Keely over there. And neither one is able to get to it before Andover. Should be a throw-in for the Rockets on the far side. And we're about 16 and a half minutes left to go in the first half. Andover up 2-0. This is maybe a little bit of a danger when you play a team that offered you very little competition 2 days ago. And that's not a slight on Winfield. That's just what it was. They offered you very little competition. Then you come in 2 days later and you're playing a team that you typically would be evenly matched with. It can take a little bit of time to find your footing and to establish yourself. And that's what they're having a hard time doing tonight. They've got plenty of time left. They're only down by 2 with 15 minutes left in the first half. But what they can't do is get down by 3 or 4 going into halftime. They'd love to close the gap to at least 1 and make this a 1-goal game. Because a 1-goal game in the second half plays much differently than a 2-goal game. Kaya battling in the middle of the field. So call it psychological or whatever you want to call it, but that is a danger of playing a team that is just not up to your standard. And that has been a problem for both boys and girls teams over the last few years. Is in our league, they will have a problem with not having as much competition. They will have a couple teams here and there. So they'll have to regroup tonight and figure out what they're going to do. They have plenty of time. And they have pretty much taken away the close offensive scores at the goal that they'd given up earlier on in the half. So the game has really been reduced to the middle of the field for now, going back and forth, although Andover is threatening to score at this moment. But the defense for the Rockets is collapsing much quicker and more efficiently when Andover tries to score. And Andover's helping out with not great shots like that. Goal kick that is really working in the favor of Andover because they're going to get a corner kick out of it. Just not really well played on the Rockets' part. They did not go for anything in front of the goal, and really not a great corner kick for Andover either. Both teams may be trying to catch a second wind. Andover steals. Taken back by the Rockets. I believe that's Aubrey took it. Over to Keeley. Keeley's resetting. Over to Nora. Throw in for Nora. And the Rockets doing a much better job of battling in the middle of the field and keeping Andover out of their goal. One of the Andover goals was off of a corner kick. Well, they were both kind of – all goals count, but they weren't typical goals. So we're looking at a 2-0 lead against for Andover, a team that we've played fairly even with twice now. So if the Rockets can put anything together, and Keeley, a little bit of a breakaway, tries to get over to Nevaeh. No call. That'll be a throw-in for the Rockets, and have not had very many possessions in Andover territory, so they really need to take advantage of it here. Keeley's going to take a break.
Now playing for the Rockets, number 6, Riley Croker.
Riley Croker in the game for the Rockets. Good throw to the middle. They just didn't get to it quick enough. Nevaeh went for a header and hit the ground. Might have had some help getting to the ground by an Andover player. So Rockets will get a kick from about the 24-yard line. So a couple options. They can try to airmail it into the goal from there, or they can set up some kind of a play. We'll see what they choose to do. Kai Kelly's going to take the kick. We know she can get it from there. She tries to, but the wind gets a lot of hook on it, and that thing is still hooking. So it'll be a throw-in for Andover on the far side of the field. Is a kind of a recurring, constant wind tonight that they're having to deal with. Nine minutes left to go in the game. And, well, they gave him a goal kick, but from here it looked like it went out of bounds, but I could be wrong. I'm human. Throw in for the Rockets. Nora's going to take it. Throw in for Andover on the far side, just in front of their bench. Be curious what they call here. We had two players tangled up. They're going to give it to the Rockets. Go team. To Nevaeh, passes it on ahead. We'll see if Avery can get there. Nope, just a little bit too far for her. Seven minutes left. Kaya taking a break. I believe that's Blythe coming in. Brinley Liebel, I believe, is coming back in. Brinley may have been assisting with her arm a little too much there. The Andover kick right at the logo. I believe Blythe was asking about placement with the referee, but here we go. Deep shot for Andover, right into the arms of Ramey. Andover threatening on the Rockets side of the field again. Right-footed kick. They're going for a lot of deep shots, and I don't know that that plays well into their hand. It ends their possession, and they have not been successful in any of them so far. Their success has been the up-close junk plays. I'm not complaining. Great defense by Norm Marshall. A missed handball, which everybody up here saw our player do it. Lest anyone think I'm not impartial. Throw in on the far side. Andover parents who are visiting with us tonight, get your ticket stubs ready. Those of you who are sitting on the visitor side of the bleachers, if you're on the visiting bleachers, you'll be eligible to win a prize tonight. Get your ticket stub ready. If you're in section 205, row E, seat 3, you've won free ice cream for the rest of the year. Take your ticket stub, go to the concession stand, ask for Bob. If you're sitting on the visiting side bleachers where the visiting team is supposed to be, take that ticket stub and go
Now
there.
playing for the Rockets, number 24, Bryn Alexander.
Ball's out of bounds. Let's take a look and see if anybody's moving. No, they're not, so we'll save that draw for another game. 2 players down. Both sets of parents would like a call. Three minutes left. Rockets down by 2 as we're starting to close out this first half. Absolutely would love to end the half with a goal, but as much as that, they do not want to give up a goal here and go into halftime down 3-0. Andover with a nice move, but Ramey was ready for it. Good defense by the Rockets. Aubrey, the senior. Trying to hook it over to the other side, but did not get that ball in front of the goal anywhere near where they needed it. So with 2 minutes left, the Rockets have a goal kick. And the lead pass is just too far. And I'll say Andover's goalie has been, Avery steals it. Avery's got a little bit of room, tries to cross. May have had a better chance at trying to take a shot on her own. But her cross pass was a little bit too far back. Andover, with about 50 seconds left, has possession and would love nothing more to end this half with a goal. Rocket defense layering it in there and not giving up any ground. Out of bounds. Trojans throw in. 25 seconds left. Rockets playing into survival mode now. They do not want to give up a goal to end this half. 15 seconds left, and Andover may be content here to let the clock run out and go into halftime with a 2-goal lead. 2 seconds. There is a shove down at the end, but time has expired, and the Rockets against the Andover Trojans are down 2-0 going into halftime. We'll give them some time, about 10 minutes for their Gatorade and orange slices, and we'll be back in just a minute. good news, bad news. The good news is we're back. The bad news is we are still down 2-0. Getting ready to start the second half of play. Rockets playing against the Andover Trojans tonight. Down 2-0. Both goals came off of junk corner kick type plays, a ricochet in here or there. Other than that, the teams have been fairly evenly matched. Rockets starting to get their stride in the middle of the field and had a couple of possessions down on the Andover side. Rockets have not had too many shots on goal tonight. So we'll see if they can get that straightened out. Andover plays very similar to the Rockets. They play a lot for possession and don't just slam the ball to the far side of the moon, hoping for the best. And so, good matchup for them tonight. As we get going in the second half, we'll see how we do. 40 minutes of play in regulation left. We do have results from the middle school games, both the boys and the girls team. And by the way, if you were not aware, it's no longer a 8th grade team and a 7th grade team. It's a boys team and a girls team. And they went down to Mulvane tonight. And the girls lost to Mulvane 4-1. The boys lost 5-1. Thoughts and prayers with Mulvane this week, as they've also had a loss in their student community. Somebody hit by a vehicle, I believe. So they have a lot going on in Mulvane. Last couple of years with some loss. So thinking of them tonight. Andover will start with possession. Andover will be in the white kits, moving from left to right. Rockets in the red and black kits, moving from right to left. And we'll see what we can get going in the second half. It'd be interesting to see if Andover continues to try to be on the attack, or if they're going to try to draw the game out a little bit with quite a few possessions involving a lot of passing. Andover took quite a few shots on goal that were deeper than your average Bears shots. And did not result in any goals for them, so curious if they'll stay with it. Chloe Spain in the game at number 12. Claire Crosby's back in with Kaya and Avery on the front line. We have Blythe. Brindley Liebel's back in there. Player down, back up. Play started to get physical for a little while, then it backed off a little bit. We'll be looking to see if it continues that trend. Rocket defense playing with fire a little bit. Be a Rocket throw in just out of our camera reach. Andover on the attack again. Not quite able to sneak it in. Rockets cleared a little bit out. Avery's got it on the far side. Tries to get it ahead to Kaya. A little bit too hard. They've had several of those tonight. A lead pass that has gone just too far. Andover goalie has been very aware of where she needs to be at tonight. And kudos to the Rocket goalie. Ramey Croker has played a great game, but gives up one there. defense did not collapse quick enough, and she had to come out to try to save it, and was not able to. That puts the Andover up 3-0 with 37 minutes left to go in the game.
Goal for Andover, number 13, Lily Thiessen.
Not the start the Rockets needed to have or wanted to have. Plenty of time to come back in the game, but at the style the Rockets have been playing, or I guess at the tempo or lack of tempo they've been playing, we'll see what happens. Be a throw in for Andover. Rockets recover possession on their half of the field. Have not had very many breakaways tonight. Nice defense by Nevea. Throw in for the Rockets. Andover gets the ball back at midfield. Loose ball going up to Andover. Another breakaway. And another goal. Just a different type of game than what they played last week, and a different style opponent than what the Rockets got to deal with on Tuesday. And
Goal for Andover, number 4, Mila Matson.
the check is coming due tonight. The Rockets down by 4 with 34 minutes left against a team that they almost beat last week. So the Rockets really needing to come up with something. Got 34 minutes left. Goals in the first half, you could argue, were ricochet, junk goals. But those two that they've gotten so far this half, where they've just been outplayed on their half of the field. Another breakaway for Andover. ricochet off the pole. I think a late offside. Can't tell. No, I think they're calling a penalty. No, yeah. I can't tell what they're calling. Rockets are going to clear it out, though. So a lot of little things like that play right there. Passes that are going directly to Andover. Miscues that they did not have a couple nights ago and probably did not have up until tonight are catching up with the Rockets tonight. So a lot that Coach Kaba and Garver are going to have to talk to their team about. Game is not over, not by a long shot. But with 32 and a half minutes left, the Rockets have yet to really show any signs of life on the offensive end. And now their defense, just all around, looks like they just are not on the same page tonight. The throw in. Throw in for Andover in front of the Rocket bench. Andover on the attack again on the Rocket side of the field. Attempted shot on goal, no good. It'll be goal kick for the Rockets. Rockets down 4-0 with 30 minutes left to go in the game. Out of bounds, they'll be throwing for Andover. Body language would indicate there's just a little bit of disbelief, I think, trying to figure out maybe what's going on. A lot of touches just have not gone in the direction that they normally would for this team tonight. So maybe a welcome wake-up call for them. We'll find out. Don't know if they needed one or not, but they got it. We'll see if they can string together some positive plays here. Goal kick for the Rockets. About 28 minutes left to go. And Rockets clear it out. Andover's got it back. Good defense by the Rockets there. Andover close to scoring again. They were trying to go across the field, and it just not the best combination, but they were in striking distance again on the Rockets. Rockets will have a goal kick. 26 and a half minutes left to go. And out of bounds. And it'll be Andover's ball. Be Rocket throw in off of Andover. See if the Rockets can put something on the board here. Down by 4. Ball's out of bounds. They're going to give a corner kick to the Rockets. Play a close shot. Nice play with the header, but did not get in. Andover defended it, but a good play. And 1-on-5. Andover has a breakaway. Ramey defends it very well. Comes out at just the right time. And saved another goal. Ramey's played excellent tonight. Rockets down 4-0. Throw in for Andover on the far side of the field. Katie Leck. Battling. I believe they're going to give a throw into the Rockets. Rockets on the attack. Still in by Andover. Andover subbing in. It'll be a throw in for the Rockets.
Now playing for Andover, number 20, Lacey Walker.
Reagan McEwen throws it in. Kaya, nice shot to the middle. Brindley with the good pass to the middle, gets it back, goes for a shot off the left foot. No good. .22 minutes left to go in the game. Rockets down by 4. Be a goal kick for Andover. Throw in for Andover on the near side of the field. Be another throw in for Andover. Rockets flirting with a little bit of disaster, but they've cleared it out. And Brindley is loose in the middle of the field. Leads on ahead. Just a little bit too far for Avery. Good defense. And Katie Lex got a little bit of space. Tries to cross. Defended by Andover. I believe that's Andover ball. Throw in. We're almost at the 18-minute mark. No, it's going to be Rose Hill throw in. You know Rose Hill would like to get at least one goal out of this game. just so they're not going back to the locker room with the goose egg hanging on their head. Andover throw in on the far side of the field. 17 and a half minutes left to go in the game. Yeah, and Andover's going to get called for a push from behind, so it'll be Rocket ball. .16.5 minute mark. Rockets down by 4. I think Avery just tripped. Oh, shove. They called it. Yeah, the defenders gave a love pat to Kaya. No, they're called offside, not a foul. I mean, if you can argue that the offside was before the foul, then there's nothing you can do about it. But that was a pretty aggressive foul. So frustrations continue to build for the Rockets tonight. Almost 15 minutes left to go in the game. And Nevaeh Salinas is going to kick and see if they can get something going here close to the goal. In the air. No follow-up. Bounces straight back out, but nobody there to get it. Rockets still down by 4 with 14 and a half left. Nice play again by Ramey. Andover was on the breakaway. Katie keeps it in. And it's out. And the Rockets get a goal. Well, I'll tell you what, it was well played.
Goal for the Rockets, number 9, Avery Hodavi.
Avery was right there to get that ball in. It had a nice kick to get in behind the goalie. So 1-4. Rockets down by 3. 12 minutes left. It's not out of the realm of possibility. If they can continue to clean up what they've been doing, then maybe we'll see what we can get here. At this moment, everything that they do positive is going to be something they can build on for the next few games. This is a nice play by Avery and great hustle. A throw in for the Rockets. Another battle going on to try to get another goal. So Andover playing a little bit to protect the win rather than to get the win. And Rockets are getting a little more aggressive. We'll see if that can play in their favor to get a couple more goals here. Throw in by the Rockets. Almost 10 minutes left here. And Andover is looking to check in 6 players. Avery's going full speed, tries to get it to Kaya. Kaya back to Avery and just misses her. Just a little bit too far ahead. Avery trying to bring it back into her possession and could not do it. It'll be Andover possession, so they're going to bring in their subs. Hitting about 9 minutes left to play here. Player down. It'll be Andover ball. And Rockets will come away with it. Players getting a little bit tangled up again. No call by the refs. Big goal kick for Andover. 7.5 minutes left. Be a Rocket throw in. And an Andover throw in. And we have a Rocket down. Maybe cramps. She's getting some help from a couple of other players. Trainer's coming out. I believe it's Kaya. Getting some help in the middle of the field. We'll keep the camera off to respect her privacy. With 6.5 minutes left, the clock has stopped because of a player down. It looks like we have maybe some shuffling on the Rockets sideline. So Coach Kaba may be bringing in some reserves. Girls have played hard tonight, but nothing has really connected well for them. So it's been a battle. Can't tell the number yet. It's Nevea. Salinas is hurt. Not Kaya. Kaya, I believe, has already taken a break for the night. Appeared to be really bad cramps, and they were trying to help her out with it, but she's limping off a little bit, so. And the free kick goes out of bounds. Kaya is back in there. Perhaps she never left, and I just didn't notice it. Throw in for Andover. And the Rockets are battling. But with 6 minutes left, down by 3, we're kind of at that threshold of do it now or don't do it at all. Rockets in midfield. Out of bounds, Rockets get the throw in. Another call. It'll be a Rocket ball. Throw in the Rockets. 4 minutes left to go in the game. And the Rockets have just not been able to string together enough touches and passes to be a threat to the game tonight. We'll see if they can close it out well. Andover going to call offside. Kaya tries to send it ahead, and it's just too far out of reach for Avery. That's going to bring us to about the 3-minute mark when the ball gets kicked into play and a goal kick. No lack of effort tonight on the girls' part. The passes and touches were not connecting together. It's just one of those nights. Trojans up by 3, threatening to attack and score again. Rockets defend it, get the ball back. Cleared to the far side, but the Trojans have it again. Rockets recover and trying to move down the field to get another goal. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Shot stopped by Ramey. Minute and a half left. Lead on ahead. Oh, just narrowly stopped. Keeley may have been able to get to it. Under a minute left. Throw in at midfield. Another throw in at midfield. Andover up by 3 with under 30 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kaya tries to swing one in there, but it is not going to count, even if it went in. And at the end of 2 halves of play, the Rockets have lost to the Andover Trojans 1-4. Rockets are going to have to go back and regroup, figure out what maybe they could have fixed or done better. They hustled tonight. Congratulations to them for a good game well played. Congratulations to the Trojans. And we'll see if we can put this together next time we come out. Drive safely. And we'll see you next time.